Welcome everybody to our webinar. It is a great pleasure to open this session. I promise that I will be brief. I will just take a couple of minutes to kind of get ourselves into the mood, warm up. We have prepared a few slides. I hope those slides will be shared soon. Yes, indeed, they are arriving now. Thank you very much. I promise that I will not go through all the details that are included on these slides. These will be available for you after the webinar, but just really I would like to touch three small areas. First, a very brief introduction to the agency, to put ourselves on the map, literally and figuratively as well, and then just a couple of words about the priorities for the next couple of years of BEREC, that is the body that we are supporting, and last, just to recall the purpose of this webinar, so very briefly in a couple of minutes, starting with the map. This is the map. And as you see that the BEREC office as an EU agency is part of the overall EU institutional framework, and within that framework we are part of the family of the decentralized EU agencies. These EU agencies are established by the European Parliament and the Council when there is a need to coordinate the activities of the member states' authorities or to centralize a few functions all over Europe in specific policy areas. As you see, there are many of us. Just to take a few examples, in Poland there is Frontex, the agency or the organization for the external border defense. In Vienna we have the agency for the fundamental rights. There is an agency for fishery, there is another one for food safety, and so on, energy coordination, and so on. Latvia is a proud host of the EU agency to provide support to BEREC, and that's us. And BEREC is the body of the European regulators for electronic communication. That means that the decisions in the electronic communication, so this is the terminology we use it for telephony, mobile telephony, internet, the telecommunications network regulations. So the national regulatory authorities, they keep the power of the final decision, but there is a need for coordination and the consistent application of the common European rules in this area. There are a couple of strategic priorities. Actually, there are three strategic priorities of BEREC and consequently of BEREC office to provide support to this work. Just quickly going through the priority number one, and this is not the order of priorities, it is just numbering the priorities. So the first priority is about connectivity, promoting full connectivity. I believe that you all agree that that having high quality, high capacity networks and having access to these networks is a must everywhere in Europe to ensure the proper access to any digital services and to ensure the innovation in the future, service developments and network developments. So the first priority for the regulators, and we are talking about the European regulators, is to ensure the full connectivity all over in Europe. The other priority is about openness, sustainability in the digital market. The net neutrality and the principles of net neutrality is quite important to have the equal access to any services and any applications on the internet, irrespective of your geographical location or of your actual local service provider. So that's very important. Sustainability is obviously key. You don't need any further explanation on that. You may understand that there are certain regulatory challenges in this domain, including the digital platforms that we see more and more developing to replace the traditional telecommunication services and networks. So it is another regulatory challenge that is a strategic priority for BEREC. And the third one is about the end users, because while everything is about end users, the citizens, the businesses and organizations that use the digital services, electronic communication services, are always in the heart of any regulatory actions. You yourself might have some experiences and hopefully positive experiences from the harmonization of these rules that have an impact on the end users' experiences. Just talking about the roaming charges within the EU, or the rules and the smooth processes when you change, you switch from one provider to another one, and you keep your number, the number portability, and so on. So there are many aspects within the end users domain. So these are more or less the strategic priorities of BEREC, and BEREC and the BEREC office to provide support to BEREC are working along these priorities and contributing to the development and better functioning of the internal market in this telecommunications domain. And that's why we are here. This is the agency established to provide support to BEREC and also to the EU institutions in this domain. A last summary slide, just to recall that we are more than 10 years old now. So we were first established at the beginning of 2010, and our mandate, both BEREC and BEREC office's mandate, were renewed nearly 2 years ago, end of 2018. So now for us the challenge is to cope with this enhanced mandate, operating as an ordinary EU agency, of course, and then being decentralized agency. It is also part of our mission to get the EU closer to the citizens. And within that ambition, last year we already organized together with the Latvian government a training session on EU public procurement, and this webinar is expected to be a follow-up of that training session from last year. In the meantime, we also developed a guidebook that might be useful for you in any challenges that you might face with when coping with EU public procurements, and this guidebook will be also presented and made available to you. We hope that during this webinar we contribute with some useful information for you to understand better the EU rules on procurement, and also that we will raise some awareness on business opportunities, not just within Latvia, but all over in Europe, because the rules are the same. The financial and the budgetary and procedural and audit and all these kind of rules are the same for all EU institutions, bodies and agencies. So if you get some experience with us, you might have some opportunities further beyond the boundaries, beyond the borders of Latvia. So this is the end of my introduction. I just would like to thank to all our partners for the cooperation in organization of this webinar. In Latvia, the Ministry of Economy, that we will have a speaker soon from that ministry. The Ministry of Transport and the speaker from that ministry will also contribute to the webinar at the end. And the leading procurement monitoring site of Latvia, iepirkumi.lv, they will also have a presentation during the webinar. And from the European institutions, we again cooperated with the European Commission representation here in Latvia, and we are grateful for that. So thank you for your attention, and I wish you a very useful and informative webinar.